dudes, I'm Hilah, and today on Hilah Cooking we're making everyone's favorite banana bread. Now bananas are great because they're cheap and they're healthy and they're high in potassium, and if you're really in a bind you can use them as a phone. What's your emergency? I need help. I have a bunch of bananas that are way too ripe to eat and they look kind of disgusting. Oh my god, this is not even an emergency. Make some banana bread and don't call back. Okay, thanks. If you didn't get that from my little play acting, banana bread is best made with bananas that look like this, or even better, like this. So like really, really ripe. The riper they are, they look brown on the outside, but the sweeter and the more concentrated they are on the inside. And that's gonna help our bread be sweet and also nice and moist. So you just wanna mash up enough bananas to get you about a cup, probably be 2 of these big uns, or like maybe 3 bananas this size. So I'm gonna start with this and see what happens. And if you ever have like a bunch of bananas that are getting too ripe for you, you can also peel them, cut them into chunks, and freeze them. And then whenever you're ready, whenever you have time, you can thaw them out and mash them up and make banana bread. My mom used to do that all the time. And she would toast it and spread it with peanut butter, and it was really delicious. Okay, good. So we got about a cup of mashed banana there. If you have a little bit more, that's okay. Don't sweat it. It doesn't have to be super exact. Go ahead and cream together some softened butter and some brown sugar. And I like using brown sugar for banana bread because it gives it a nice, like, warm kind of caramel flavor. And also brown sugar holds more moisture, so your baked goods they stay fresh longer and they're nice and tender. Good. Now a couple of eggs, and try to have your eggs and your butter both at room temperature if you can. If you think about it ahead of time, get the eggs out like an hour before you bake, and that'll help everything come together better, and it helps it bake a little bit lighter and fluffier. Okay, we can add some vanilla extract in our mashed up banana. And now we'll add some buttermilk. So I like to use real buttermilk, cultured buttermilk. It's nice, thick, it's got a kind of a tart flavor. If you don't want to buy a whole thing of buttermilk to do this, you've got a couple options. You could use some plain yogurt instead, or you could use regular milk, sweet milk they call it, just whatever kind of milk you have, and add like a teaspoon of vinegar or lemon juice to it, and let it sit in the measuring cup for 5 minutes or something, and you'll see it kind of thickens up the milk and curdles it a little bit. And it looks kind of nasty, but that's what you need to do, because we need the acid from the buttermilk or the yogurt or whatever to react with the leavening agents and make it rise. And then we'll just fold in the dry ingredients. And this is just flour, salt, and baking soda. Okay, once it's almost combined, we're gonna add some pecans. And these are just coarsely chopped. I'm gonna save a few back to decorate the top with and get this all mixed up. And some people add cinnamon to their banana bread. I kind of think that competes with the flavor too much. It's not my preference, but if you really like cinnamon, you can add, a teaspoon or so when you add the flour. Almost done. So we'll just put it into a greased loaf pan here. Smells awesome and banana-y. And then just put the rest of the pecans on the top. It's gonna be so cute. Okay, I'm gonna put this in a 350-degree oven for about 1 hour until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. And the top will probably crack. It's totally fine. When it's done, you just wanna let it cool for about 5 minutes before you flip it out onto a rack and let it cool completely before slicing. And here we have our completed and cooled banana bread. So you can see my little crevice in the top, but that is very, very common if not like 100% guaranteed that that will happen with breads like this that have a high moisture content. Like pumpkin bread will do the same thing. So whatever, it's part of its character. All right, let's cut it open and show you what it looks like. Pretty, pretty. Lovely. And I love how the pecans look on top. It's a really decorative kind of thing. It'd be a great gift to take to your neighbors or something. If you like this recipe, also check out, I did a jalapeno beer bread a couple months ago that is just as easy, if not a little bit easier, kind of savory, quick bread. Also 2 thumbs up. And this principal recipe and all my recipes are always available at hilahtcooking.com. So let's see. Nice. This is such a great texture. It's like cake almost. Mmm. 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 Man, that takes me back. I don't think, man, yeah, I remember my mom making banana bread a lot when I was a kid, so it's got a lot of fond memories attached to it. So I hope you try this recipe. I think you're really gonna love it. Please don't forget to subscribe and come follow me and post your pictures and tag me in them if you're making my recipes on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye. 911, what's your emergency?